Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Harold Landry, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one on target to Moore. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on 2nd down that's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. Here's Purdy. To the left side, he's got Komet. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw, Purdy. He'll try to run for it.
Third and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. He'll get about 2. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's complete. Komet with the catch.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy.
Oh, give me that.
And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0s on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They put Wilson in motion. They'll run for it.
Yeah.
It's Kamara. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. They get 18 yards.
Oh, it's annoying, bro.
And a fresh set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A give running right with Kamara. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past.
How do I baseline manually? What?
On second down, Purdy.
That's stupid. My dude's all weird and stuff.
Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB.
Yeah, my rookie safety got 2 pick sixes.
Touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
A
Malik
pick six
Mustafa.
for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Gotta get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, here's Lance. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Lance. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, keep going.
Of the field, but that is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing, Lance. That is hard down the field. He's got it. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Ray Lance. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
Oh.
Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get point.
That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy.
Oh, he threw it anyway.
It's the tight end, Komet. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go right back to Komet. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice first down catch there by Cole Kmet. And Mike, I've had a chance to spend some time with him in Nashville these last couple summers and at our TEU event that I run with George Kittle and Travis Kelce. And for a big body, for a guy who's just a large guy, he can really bend, he can run, he can get in and out of his break. And I think that's a big reason why, as he's continued to develop, he's a very good run blocker. He's really become that dynamic weapon they thought he would be coming out of Notre Dame just a few years ago.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 28-yard line.
They don't want to repeat a first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Raiders nothing.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. That's Mekhi Blackman there for the stop. Play action. Here's Purdy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll take this down inside the 30. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Motion man sent right. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter. And at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They face second down and 7. Now Kamara. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Moore going in motion. Third down. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that is caught. Whoa, he stayed in bounds. Terrific catch. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
And he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Lance. And he gets that to Hardman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards. On the handoff, this is Achane. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. To throw is Lance. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he will score again.
Wow.
Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A first down throw for Purdy. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Andrew Phillips.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll get it inside the 20. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Here's a give to Achek. Not much happening there, just a short game. Lance looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
9 yards to go.
Now Lance. Ho-ho!
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing, Lance. And he'll take it on in. Devon Achek. Touchdown, Baltimore. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week one, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week one performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week two, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Again, up the middle with Kamara. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go play action with Purdy. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. They'll put Ayuk in motion. On second down, Purdy. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Lance. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. So it's a win here for the Raiders.
I stay, broski, got me.